Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, boy, keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy.
Hold me back.
Floyd Mayweather has issued a warning to Canelo Alvarez following his recent training session with Terence Crawford.
Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. I never looked at him like, man.
Well, here we go.
Floyd Mayweather was actually invited to Terence Crawford's training camp to help prepare him for the big fight scheduled on September 12th. Not only did he spar with Crawford, but he also observed his training sessions with others. Additionally, Mayweather shared drills and strategic advice to help Crawford sharpen his skills and boost his chances of winning. A video circulating on social media shows Mayweather and Crawford initially talking near the ring while Crawford and his coaches listened intently. The two later moved inside the ring, where Mayweather guided Crawford on defense, footwork, stance, and movement before they spar. During the session, Crawford aggressively attacked Mayweather's guard and managed to break through. However, while trying to block Mayweather's shots, he eventually stopped throwing punches, focusing more on defense. When asked about the session, Mayweather praised Crawford, calling him one of the most talented fighters of his era. He said Crawford reminded him of himself and some of his toughest past opponents. Mayweather also emphasized that he respects Crawford's drive and his ambition to build a meaningful legacy.
I take Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats him.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there's a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
What makes it, I mean, what, because, and I told people, because I said, look at Floyd. I said, Floyd, it's not that he trains, I mean, it's his life. And from the very beginning, he said, I want to be the...
Mayweather was also questioned about whether he thinks Crawford can defeat Canelo Alvarez. He responded confidently, "Yes, I've always said Canelo is a great fighter, but he has flaws. Whether he's 23 or 35, those flaws are still there. Crawford's style is made to expose them. You saw Canelo's last performance, he looked average. Crawford is ready. He's got the tools and the ins."
When I fought Canelo, I was 36. And Canelo was 23, around the same age. Some of these guys won world titles and was undisputed champion. I think, the Tank age, the young low champions. Canelo was 23 with 43 fights and 30 knockouts.
The footage of Mayweather and Crawford training together caused a stir online, with fans reacting enthusiastically. Many were thrilled to see two legends collaborating, especially considering Crawford had a similar session with Andre Ward before his retirement. Training appeared smooth and productive. One fan said they're glad Crawford is making wise choices and hoped he would win on fight night. Another felt Canelo isn't ready for Crawford's strategy. A third joked that the ring couldn't handle all the greatness. One commenter urged Crawford to listen to Floyd's wisdom. Another even referenced biblical insight, saying these men have a rare understanding. It's their blend of skill and style that sets them apart. Crawford just needs to execute now.
And the world said he was inexperienced. I was 36 with 40-something fights. And to tell you the truth, I was over the hill. And so when I fight guys, when I'm in my 30s and they're in their 30s, you know what they say? Oh, this guy all washed up.
One fan said, "It's great to see elite fighters backing Crawford. I'm confident he'll handle this challenge solo." Dig respect to Floyd Mayweather, who faced Canelo for the WBC and WBA light middleweight titles in September 2013. It was his 45th professional fight and Canelo's toughest challenge at the time. Despite high expectations, Mayweather won decisively on points, although the official scorecard made it seem closer than it really was.
Floyd, what do you think of Canelo's performance against Billy Joe Saunders?
I didn't even see it. What do you fight on the app? You said he fight on the app now, right?
Yeah.
Well, the real fighters fight on Showtime.
The more his legacy grows, the
Mayweather outclassed Canelo over all 12 rounds, using his vast experience and technical skill to dominate. He won by majority decision, though Judge C.J. Ross scored the fight a surprising 114-114, which shocked fans and even Mayweather. Reflecting on that bout, the 47-year-old was blunt about Canelo's performance, saying, "He was nothing." He added, "Let's be honest, Canelo was an easy fight. People hype him up, but it was a cakewalk. I was nearly 40 and still handled him without much effort."
It's really that they don't want. It's not that they don't want to see Tank win because they feel like it's beating me because I dominated the fight game for so long. But these same writers out here, they praise Canelo. He can pick and choose who he want to fight.
years growth. Would you agree with that?
On Canelo?
Right.
Oh, that's the easy one.
We're gonna try and get
People, a lot of times guys be like, "Well, I'm bigger. I got a longer reach. I'm a better fighter."
Though Mayweather has since retired, Canelo remains a major figure in boxing. He's claimed titles at middleweight, super middleweight, and light heavyweight, and is the undisputed 168-pound champion. After losing to Mayweather, Canelo went on a 15-fight win streak, winning belts in multiple weight divisions. He's now preparing for another marquee event this September bout against Terence Crawford. Some analysts believe Crawford may struggle with the size difference, as he moves up from 154 to 168 pounds, having had only one fight in the super welterweight division.
It's really that they don't want. It's not that they don't want to see Tank win because they feel like it's beating me because I dominated the fight game for so long. But these same writers out here, they praise Canelo. He can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Many think Canelo's natural size advantage could lead to a knockout against Crawford. Canelo previously faced Amir Khan, a smaller fighter who also jumped weight classes. When Mayweather was asked if Crawford should fear Canelo's power, he saw it. "Not at all," he explained. "There's nothing Canelo brings that Crawford hasn't seen. I've been in this game for over 20 years, and I've never felt power that shocked me." Mayweather's words may give Crawford confidence, especially since Canelo hasn't stopped an opponent in his last 5 fights. Now 34, Canelo holds to WBC, WBA, and WBO 168-pound titles and is set to defend them against Crawford in what could be one of the sport's most high-profile matchups. His only other career loss came in 2022 to Dimitri Bivol.
Canelo versus Skull?
Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight tonight. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there. So that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You'll see.
It's been nearly 12 years since Canelo Alvarez first lost in his career to Floyd Mayweather. At just 23 years old, he took the opportunity to fight the pound-for-pound king, largely for the payday and the platform. But due to his lack of experience at that level, Canelo fell short at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas in September 2013.
Come 12.
Everyone's
September.
talking about the weight differences. What's your kind of response to that, Terence?
That's why we fight the fight. So September 12th, we all going to see if the weight going to make a difference or not.
Do you want to fight him twice and then retire? Is that kind of the ideal thing for you?
One fight at a time. One fight at a time.
What did you make of, I know you didn't say much on tonight, the effectiveness of William Skull? He came to, to decision as opposed to win the fight. Would you agree with that?
Do you agree with that assessment? While one judge called it a draw, the other clearly scored it. For Mayweather, Canelo has often reflected on that defeat, and many including Canelo himself feel the timing wasn't right. Now 34, he's considered boxing's top pay-per-view attraction and has signed a major deal with DAZN and the Riyadh season. His first fight under that contract is against William Skoglund on May 3rd, a tune-up before the main event, a clash with Terence Bud Crawford. Canelo will be moving up to weight classes for what many consider the biggest fight in modern boxing. In a recent interview with The Ring magazine, Canelo said a rematch with someone like Mayweather would go very differently now, and facing Crawford, who shares a similar style, could be the ultimate test.
What was that like? I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world. 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you think?
I think he's tough fights and difficult.
When interviewer Cooper brought this up, Canelo said he wants to show the world he's mature and become a complete fighter. He admitted he needed more time before facing Mayweather. Still, he doesn't blame himself and now sees this fight as a way to showcase how far he's come. As for Floyd, some critics have accused him of fighting only for money. Canelo commented, he's retired, he can do whatever he wants. He added that he'll miss boxing once he retires, but might still fight once or twice more. Meanwhile, excitement continues to grow around the Canelo vs. Crawford showdown. With Crawford's versatility and skill, this is shaping up to be a historic battle.
He was boxing well, and then he just stopped doing what he was doing earlier. I don't know. I can't call it.
Do you think Canelo slipped as a fighter?
No, I don't. I just think that, William was doing a good job neutralizing Canelo power punches. He was just moving a lot.
Do you think that's a style you have to employ in points of the fight?
I don't know, because if you watch the styles that beat him, they didn't move a lot. They moved a little bit, but not.
I'm a fan of that fight. They're too many weight classes apart. And although the skills, Crawford is one of the best fighters that I've seen. Now, Canelo is, fighting at 168. Crawford just moved up to 154, and he had some trouble with that in that fight. Now, where do you plan on going? 164, 65, 66?
Former heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder has voiced concerns about Crawford moving up from 147 to 168 pounds, calling the jump extreme. In an interview with DAZN News, he noted that although fighters can switch stances and styles, dealing with heavier opponents is a completely different challenge. Like being a baby again, he acknowledged that knockouts and damage are possible, but it takes much more time because the way punches land and get absorbed changes with weight. While Crawford has recently won the WBA's super welterweight title, there's still a 14-pound gap between him and Canelo, which could be crucial. Known for his stamina and power, Canelo has proven he's a dominant force in the super middleweight division. Despite the losses, his defensive ability and durability make him one of the toughest boxers out there. The upcoming fight promises fireworks but also serious risks for Crawford.
Determined, got that killer instinct, and in this sport, that's what you need. You gotta have a killer instinct. If you don't, you're gonna get knocked out.
Canelo ain't gonna come down to 160.
Yeah,
Canelo ain't gonna come down, maybe 166 max if he accepts.
Yeah.
I think Canelo wins that fight based on just the size, power and size. Now, skill-wise, I think Crawford's a better skilled fighter, but the difference in size will be the deciding factor, and that's why I'm not even a fan of that fight. I think Crawford.
To win, the Omaha native will need outstanding adaptability and mental strength. Wilder's concerns are understandable, but the excitement surrounding this bout is undeniable. It's a rare clash of styles, talent, and physicality, exactly what boxing fans love. Canelo has already confirmed the second 2025 fight for September, during Mexican Independence Day weekend in Las Vegas. Renowned trainer Teddy Atlas told Fight Hub TV that facing Crawford would be extremely difficult. Not many people push themselves like Crawford. I wouldn't want to fight him, he might get caught by age, not size, Atlas added. Canelo's a great fighter, bigger, stronger, with timing and power. But Crawford will force him to rely on size, and that's a mistake. McIntyre also praised Crawford on Fight Hub, calling him fully equipped to become a 3-division undisputed champion.
Everything he had to accomplish from 140, 147, now 154, that's even greater for him. He wants to do something, collect belts at 154, he can attempt that. But there's no money in that compared to the Canelo fight. And Canelo is trying to fight other guys, and at that point, it's more of a big fight, for the money that's gonna generate. But as a fight fan, I'm not really a fan of that matchmaking.
Any serious fan knows that Crawford has what it takes to beat Canelo. You really need to understand boxing to recognize that, said Bulma on Fight Hub. Boxing insider Ray Jackson reported that Canelo, set to make $150 million for the fight, a number Canelo once said was the minimum he'd